Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sneha Nara, and today in this lecture we'll be starting with semester 5 physical chemistry paper number 303 unit 3A chemical kinetics. So in the last video we have already covered the kinetics of heterogeneous reaction. So today we'll be moving on to the last and the most important theory of this unit, which is called as the retardation reactions. Now retardation reactions, if we talk about, is exactly similar to that of the kinetics of heterogeneous reaction that we studied. The only difference is that in retardation reactions, what happens is generally one of the reactants or products that you are taking for a reaction will get strongly adsorbed, and they are getting adsorbed by the catalyst. So we added the catalyst in order to increase the rate of reaction. But instead of increasing the rate of reaction, what the catalyst is doing is it is directly adsorbing the reactants and products into it. So obviously, instead of the rate of reaction to be increased, what will happen is the rate of reaction will constantly be decreased. So this process is wherein one of the reactants in product is getting strongly adsorbed by the catalyst. So that entire reactions are called as retardation reactions or the retarding process. So if you now consider a bimolecular heterogeneous reaction, like I discussed in the earlier class itself, that heterogeneous reactions are one such reactions wherein two different phases are involved. So what is generally happening in that one molecule of gas reactant A and the other one is gas reactant B. So what happens is if gas A is strongly getting adsorbed by the catalyst, and the fraction will be considered as theta A, which is again a mathematical term, and the surface covered will be obviously uh, be responsible at pressure PA also. Why PA? Because if you not apply the pressure, the gas molecules will not have a tendency to get adsorbed on the surface of solid. So this equation can be written as theta A, which is the area which is covered by gas A, is equal to Kpa upon Kpa plus K dash, which we have already seen in the kinetics of heterogeneous reaction theory, also the value of theta. Now the fraction of surface that has to be covered by reactant B obviously will be the space that is left by A. So we have only 1 minus theta A space that will be uncovered or bare, which wherein the gas B can get adsorbed. So what will happen is 1 minus theta A is nothing but theta B only, the surface wherein the B gas molecules can get adsorbed. So 1 minus, we are just placing the value of theta in this equation. So 1 minus Kpa upon Kpa plus K dash. So Kpa plus K dash minus Kpa upon Kpa plus K dash, this equation will turn out to be. Now because Kpa, this is positive, this is negative, they get nullified in the equation. So the equation will turn out to be 1 minus theta is equal to K dash upon Kpa plus K dash. So if I say that strongly gas A is getting adsorbed, so the rate constant K dash for the desorption process, wherein this is for the desorption, can be neglected because it is getting strongly adsorbed. So 1 minus theta will turn out to be K dash upon Kpa. Now, the rate of adsorption of gas molecule B on the bare part can be calculated by obviously by applying pressure. So what will happen is the rate of reaction dx upon dt will be equal to what? K1 into Pb into 1 minus theta. 1 minus theta is nothing but the place or the space which is uncovered wherein theta B gas can get absorbed. Pb, because the pressure has to be applied for the B molecule gas to get absorbed, and K1 is nothing but the proportionality constant. So what we can do is we can substitute the value of 1 minus theta A from the above equation into this equation. So the equation turns out to be K1 into Pb into K dash upon Kpa, which is the value of 1 minus theta A. So if I take all the value of K1 into K into K1 into K dash upon K on one side, because these are all the proportionality constant. So what I'm doing here is I'm simply taking K1 into K dash upon K as what? K2. So instead of a lot of proportionality constant in one part of the equation, what we can do is we can simply take all the proportionality constant and substitute it by 1K value, which is K2 in this case. So this equation turns out to be K2 into Pb upon Pa. So we can say that the rate of reaction, and we already know that this K2 is proportional. These were all the proportionality constants. So obviously in totality, K2 will also be the proportionality constant. So the rate of reaction will be directly proportional to the pressure of B, which is the weakly adsorbed gas, and it will be inversely proportional to pressure of A, which is a strongly adsorbed gas. So retardation reactions can be understood in a very simpler manner. For example, if one of the gases has been strongly adsorbed, so that will be inversely proportional. Why? Because there will be a lot of pressure, directly proportional pressure to be applied to the gas which was not, or which was weakly adsorbed. So these brings us to the end of the entire unit, which is chemical kinetics. Thank you.